Um, I'd like to ask Dr. Khalid Zaheer and Dr. Ali Zaidi to just sort of give their expert comments on the event so far, and then we'll continue on with the questions.
I have to. Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I thought I was spared from doing it, but I was wrong. Um, these were wonderful presentations, honestly, very thought provoking. Um, one of the things that I felt was that, you know, people who come from outside Canada to be a part of this society, they're thrown into this society unprepared. There needs to be orientation, honestly, right at the beginning. Um, I keep saying to myself and to my fellow Muslims that in order for us to be a meaningful part of the Canadian or any Western society, we need to preserve our faith. A, we need to become good nationals. We should be good Canadians. B, we should learn from our society. C, which is what this whole, all these three presentations were all about. Um, Many Muslims seldom realize that it's so very important for us to learn from others. I don't know what prevents us from doing it, but really it has to be a part of the personality of a Muslim that he or she should be always be looking for learning. And the fourth thing I say is that don't forget that you represent a message, a mission, and be good representatives of the faith that you represent. Um, if you follow the text of the Quran, one of the things that you're expected to do is to appreciate, to marvel at the brilliance of the creation of the Almighty. And what we have heard today is one aspect of it. This human race is very complex. It's brilliant. It has its problems. And then there are solutions to the problems that are always presented. And I mean, if you are a good Muslim and if somebody is reading the Quran and understanding it, you have no choice but to continue to learn and to be critically revisiting your own views. So it was all brilliant. Um, I think one of the things that was mentioned regarding the involvement of religious guides, imams, is it's important. But there again, we might have difficulties because there's so much of difference of opinion which really needs to be somehow handled by them getting involved in discussions like these and to also be involved in discussing with each other. And I do endorse the fact that communication is so very important. It's not just expressing yourself well in English, but it's trying to understand others. And this hesitation that is there amongst many people to know the truth more and more. Sadly, many religious people have this feeling that truth is only to be found in the religious texts. I think far from that, probably it's 50-50. Religious text is there to guide us, but there's a lot of truth that needs to be understood from what's happening around us. And the last thing I would say is, one of the things that prevents us from learning from others is what is very strongly condemned in the Quran and in religious texts, and that is arrogance. You don't learn from others because you think you know everything, which is sadly